just to let you guys know, you have a choice between a module, which is not easy, but if you choose to go on it, it's the reason that we had everybody log on early, because it takes a while. Or you can do whatever the fuck you want. But if you wanna do miscellaneous shit and then do the module, it's not gonna work out well, because like I said, the module takes a while.
Up to you guys.
Yeah, Freddie will be on the no-brainer on it, but as Matt said the other day, it is a fucking good module. And depending on how it works or how the PCs do it, it might be one of the funniest modules that
It's my second favorite module.
What was your first favorite?
The Hong Kong one.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Cool. So those are your options. And then I know that Chris has been out of it for a while now.
Mm-hmm. Huh? So what do you feel like doing, Chris? Since you haven't gotten to play for ages.
Well, see, that's kind of the thing is it's on you guys at this point, because I don't know what all's going on.
That's what I figured you'd say.
Yeah. Do you want a brief briefing?
Sure.
Hong Kong's going to shit.
Supplies. Oh, sorry.
Yes, that's right. There's some potential leads to follow up there. It looks like potentially there's going to be a nuclear war in that zone. We think we know, well, we have a potential lead as to where to go get the Eye of the Unicorn. But even if we get it, we don't know what we'll do with it, because I don't think anybody's in a position to walk the log wrestler and create one. And that's the main stuff. There's lots of little things like the MMO, all the original people from MMO land are currently living at the embassy. So we need to find a new land for them. So we've got about 1,000 refugees currently at the embassy.
Yep, Burlington still, but...
Yep, and there's lots of little side bits and pieces, but the primary, oh, and there's apparently a prophecy that Justice Swift said needs to be done, and it seems to be something that Random told you. So what is it? Because Justice didn't tell us, so we need to know what the hell this prophecy is on about.
A little bit of context.
No pressure.
Just a little bit of context. When we were last here, I put down a trump of Random on the table, and I was like, do we want to contact him? And all of a sudden, a kid came in out of nowhere, grabbed the card, tore it up, and basically said that if we contacted the Amberites, they'll kill us.
And he said to Swade about I can't remember exactly what he said to Swade, but just
that's the best way, when they don't remember exactly what was said and want you to decipher it, Doc.
Well, I was tired, and he said about it being a long time since he'd seen him, and he said that, and he mentioned a prophecy must be fulfilled, and we were saying, what prophecy?
I think I wrote it down. Hold on.
Well, I'm the destroyer of worlds, so I don't think you sure you want me involved in that prophecy?
I'm not sure if it's that prophecy.
I think you're already involved in it, and it's somehow been passed down to me.
The hole in the ground at Johnstown we've dealt with. The Tower of Eyes is where we think the Eye of the Unicorn might potentially be. But yes, it depends on if you want to do free range stuff or you want to do a mod.
I'm good either way, honestly. I'll go with the flow, since I've not been in the mix enough to, in my opinion, to throw down and be like, this is what we should or shouldn't do. Asking me something that obscure out of nowhere, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's all right. It was just unfortunately, Justice Swift was saying, "Oh, the prophecy must be fulfilled." We're going, "What prophecy? We don't know anything about a prophecy. What do you want about?" And the only thing we can think of is, I can't remember if Justice said it or was the only thing we can think of is it was something to do with what Random told you when you handed back the Jewel of Judgment.
Tell us what happened when you... Why, first of all, and what happened when you gave Random the Jewel of Judgment back?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why did I give it back?
Yeah.
Like, because like, they were all looking for it, and, like, everybody was starting to come down on my shit because I had it. No real big reason there.
Yeah, because Swade has a funny theory that Random is manipulating us.
Yeah, not Random. Yeah, some
He's
other
manipulating us to get his hands.
Yeah, I've had that since the get-go, which is why with in the room at the time when I gave it to... Hold on. Is this the wrong notes? I might have the wrong notes right now. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we haven't drawn cards yet because we're sort of fluctuating between gaming and metagaming while we work out what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Welcome, Chris, to trying to remember what happened a decade or two ago. Exactly. In order to help save the world. Shows Chris with this really old notebook blowing dust off of it.
No, I don't have that. That was back when, remember, that was back when I was down to, like, living out of a bag or two?
And you didn't keep your notes? I can't believe that.
I believe Benedict was in the room, and like I trusted him, and I was like, that this is what happened recently with the gem, and I was like, look, I'm not sure if this is random or not, and they made Random walk the pattern in front of me.
Oh, okay.
But now this is the weird part. It was hard for him. But he still did it. So he might have been a shadow of Random, not the actual Random. Like, why the fuck would the king, like, he's ancient. Walking the regular pattern that we all walked should be a breeze for him, and it wasn't.
Well, Swade, part of the thing with Swade is he says he doesn't look like the Random he knew. So, but then... I mean, so one of the theories we had is maybe we're actually in a universe as such that's split off because of from Ghost, as in this is a universe that's hanging off Ghost Wheel. So it contains everything that's in the other universe, but different variations of them.
Well, here's another thing to think about, though, too. So Ghost Wheel is a collection of pocket shadows that are held together by the framework of Ghost Wheel. Okay, Ghost Wheel kind of powers it. So if Ghost Wheel fucks up, all those go away. Which is why when we fucked with Ghost Wheel, it could have destroyed our universe.
Yep.
But somehow someone had a card to Real Earth.
Yes.
Right there, that rings a weird thing, because if we're in this weird pocket realm, did Ghost Wheel travel there to, like, regenerate for a while to gain power? Well, there's Real Earth, so when we're in the pocket universe with Ghost Wheel, is that a shadow of everything else that's in the real stuff?
Well, the thing is, it may not have been Real Earth. It may have been what the Random in this universe believes to be the Shadow Earth.
True, and no one has been crazy enough to go explore Shadow or to look for anything different yet, have they?
I think you're the only one who
nobody
can do that.
has the ability to do it except for you.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. Depending on what people wanted to do, one of the things I was thinking about doing was because you have that higher level of shadow walking, is to potentially find a home for the MMO people. For example, find a shadow that's very, very near MMO land, but it's not MMO land, so it's close enough that we can then start using that as the new home for them, for
Yeah,
example.
just some uninhabited.
How
peaceful
getting them
land.
there, I'm not 100% sure yet.
Well,
whether
we
or not I
have
was
no, we
thinking
have Trump gates. We're getting them there easy.
They can't use Trump gates because
No,
they have not
gates,
walked
they
the
can.
pattern.
Trump
The
gate.
gates.
Anybody
Okay.
can. They can walk through the gate.
Sorry,
and
the Trump
open,
gate. Yeah,
but
so
it
the Trump
takes-
gate. Yeah. So the Trump gates is a way of getting them there. The other way I was thinking is we have a group of them go there and build a Clems because we've got plans on how to build a Clems.
Yeah, and we have 2 spare poles.
We could send them off to Avalon and see if Corwin's there as well.
Yes. So that was the other thing I was thinking potentially we could tackle. And the third one was, which I'm 50-50 on, and I suspect you'd probably be the same way, is further investigation into what's going on with Hong Kong, since Freddie's got a hard-on for Hong Kong.
I would like stress it is a really good mod too, though.
Yeah, and I'm happy to do the mod if people want to feel like doing a mod.
Everybody's happy to do what everybody else wants to do. We've established that.
Did you read the message on the board?
Yes, did you read my response?
Oh.
Aha!
Now I shall read it while you discuss.
I think that was one of the most gratifying questions I heard one of the PCs ask another is, are we ourselves?
Which is very true.
Oh yeah, it makes sense within
true.
this campaign.
That's huge right now. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, well, it's been something I've been pondering since day dot. I think several of us have been pondering that since day dot.
I checked out the Stargate, as you probably saw. It's not
Yeah, it goes to Tri-Kingdoms, yeah. So nothing particularly exciting.
Unless you can program it to take you somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe, if you can change it. If it is actually a gate that's possible to reconfigure to go elsewhere, yes, then that would be very useful.
And they did find yet something else going on through that gate because,
Yeah, I posted
there's
all that.
war happening in the Tri-Kingdoms, potentially.
Yeah, the Tri-Kingdoms.
Oh, yeah, you haven't been there, have you?
But I have. But I haven't. But I have. I've had some discussions through messengers, through with Suede.
Okay. Did someone tell you about the MyGo base a couple of us found?
No. I knew that someone had MyGo tools that went away, which made me very sad inside. But I found some other ones, so I mean, I'm not that sad inside.
So we found a temple of the dedicated to Fault, I should say, which was a golf temple, a hidden golf temple, and at the 19th hole, there was a part of a MyGo base wall revealed, which we managed to get through and check out the MyGo base. So it looks like they're doing experiments in the Tri-Kingdoms. Release, you could do things like release creatures to storm other areas, destroy stuff, all sorts of weird and wonderful things.
Well, you need to also remember that the MyGo are actually like the far cost, the post-apocalyptic.
Yes.
Those aliens are future MyGo.
Yes.
Okay. In case you weren't sure about that.
No. I remember you saying they were MyGo, but they were slightly different.
Yeah, well, because I think that they've advanced, which is why when I started drawing elder signs, they started freaking out, closing down whole warehouses, and they shut down part of the part of their city.
Okay.
And then moved us. They were not happy with that.
Yes. And the other thing was, and we found a MyGo mining operation.
What were they mining?
Borax, I think. We've got a room full of it here at the embassy because it's outside. It's like half a day's journey away from here.
I see.
Was using elf brains for the computer.
Oh, so you found a bunch of brains in jars too that were hooked up with things?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Of course you did.
Mm-hmm. we couldn't convince the rock to take the place of the central black brain. So we managed to jerry-rig up another brain temporarily to raise the platform. So hence why we got the borax, because we got because the area was not connected to the mine itself. It was like the control room for the mine, but it wasn't the actual mine itself. So potentially we could, with the right messing about, because the brains are no more, put something in place of the brains to try and control it.
Wait, you killed the brains?
Yes. Put them out of their misery.
So why were they mining borax?
Because borax is used for 101 different uses, and it's potentially the MIGO could be using it for a use that we are not aware of yet.
1 second. Let me.
It's a wonder mineral. There's all sorts of different uses you can use it for.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Just want to check the to-do list in case there's anything missing.
So one of the things that the MIGO were fighting were these beetle creatures. So borax can be used as an insecticide. Maybe they're using that against the beetles.
And we have the ISO trucks that are living in the Genovian worlds, which both in the Beastkin and the non-Beastkin versions, you have the ISO trucks.
ISO truck?
Yeah, giant insects.
Oh. Don't recall seeing those.
No, that's because they kill any insect on site.
Okay. Oh.
Doc and I have seen some quite a while ago.
There was one other potential lead. If we wanted answers on how to create a log list, and that is the red two-dimensional being in Dinoland. Have you been there?
Yeah, we were the ones that released him in the first place.
Yeah, so if we asked him, maybe he would tell us.
We've already had our one question.
Yes, but has Doc had his one question?
Yeah, Doc was with me when we released him. Oh. Doc, myself, and Alex.
Well, maybe you'll get another question. Who knows?
When we were first exploring the Land of the Lost, when we discovered it.
I mean, you might get another one. I don't know how it works.
Didn't seem to. We went back there another time just to see, and with Mildred, and he would only answer a question for Mildred, not for anybody else.
So we need to take someone who hasn't been there.
Yes.
Right.
Can you recall, Doc, on the giant mouse trap? So I can't find it in my notes. There was the Book of Sea in the library, and we set off the mouse trap and removed the book. And I seem to think the book wasn't anything particularly special, but
it wasn't the real Book C.
Yes, I seem to recall it was something. Is that all it was? When we looked at it.
Yeah, because I looked at it, and then I looked at it again, and then I looked at it one last time just to make sure.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I can't remember. Yeah, when we looked at it, it was something pretty ordinary, nothing exciting. I just can't remember if we actually got told what it was. Besides, it's not what we thought it would be. Anyway,
any other developments, things going on?
The white dove is apparently haunted, because of course it is.
Oh, by the way, I would like to point out that the situation with the refugees is somewhat stable right now, especially since every other zone seems to be shifting to war. You may only be putting them out of the frying pan and into the fire unless you solve the underlying causation of all these zones going to a war footing.
And that's the other thing. Yeah, it's something. The zones are going to a war footing, but we don't know what's causing it.
What?
Well, we assume it's imbalanced.
So wait,
come on.
everyone's going to war?
There seems to be lots of things happening. There
Well,
seems to be
Hong Kong-
indications of war and instability in a lot of the
Yeah.
zones.
And it's probably to do with the pattern having too much power, nothing to balance it.
Yeah, that is the assumption. It's the disbalance because of the additional pattern. But
So if we could find a smaller Logris and actually just in Ghost Wheel, like on the seat, like you know how there's a pattern on the floor in Ghost Wheel.
oh
If
yeah,
we
yeah, that's not there anymore. Don't forget, that's in the village. Or don't you know that?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
took you
yeah,
there,
but it's in a
remember?
room in the village, right?
It's
Yeah, it's in the
underneath
room.
the
It's underneath the village.
underneath number 2's.
Yeah, it makes me very angry that it's in the village.
Yes, I think that's why it's there.
Yeah.
Because it makes several people very angry.
But
But
tell them the good part about the village,
What? It's now got a
There's
golf
no way.
course.
right?
Now we checked out. I don't know if you've checked out the 19th hole. Freddie and I checked it out on the off chance that was the way out of the village, since the gate's no longer in the tunnels underneath it, and that's just a bar that we didn't. We couldn't
Yeah,
find
the
any way
only
out
way
by
out
the 19th hole.
is via helicopter, basically.
Oh, well, we could have potentially
quite honestly,
driven
I'm ready
the-
to go there and just destroy it because they defiled golfing by putting one in the village. I'm going to destroy that world real soon. That's next on my list.
Well, the thing is,
It's a pocket
it's
zone.
potentially a good source of.
I've killed
No,
pocket zones
supplies.
before. What the fuck? You know, I don't care.
Well, and speaking of pocket zones, Burlington's pretty much screwed unless we could work out how to remove the blockage.
Okay.
Even then, I don't know how that's going to help because
Yeah, unless
water
we go
only-
and visit your son potentially, no? And
Well,
tell him, hey,
high-powered magic was used to block that up. Like it was a ritual.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was a
but-
ritual.
the dude that did it was holding a device which was particularly what he had a couple of items.
Yeah, he had a couple artifacts on him. Like I
Yeah.
did, and I analyzed the magic on that.
Excuse me.
That Suede now. What was up?
Yeah, so it's potentially those artifacts is what could be used to open it up again. But my concern is that even if we open it up, water is only going to drain through that at a particular rate. So the water is going to stay at the level it is. It's not going to
No,
drain out.
it'll it's a massive.
It'll go down
vortex. It'll go down.
Why do you believe it's going to go down?
It's a
because
massive
it's blocking
vortex.
what was where it used to drain out to.
Yes. However, the rain is what kept it at the level, and the rain hasn't stopped. Therefore, it's going to stay at the level. It's not going to get any higher.
Well, the reason it doesn't get any higher right now, or why it's only creeping, is because it's actually going into the box in the police station.
Yeah.
I made sure of that.
Good. Yeah, it was on the things I was thinking of using the box
Yeah,
to.
it's still going up low, so.
Yeah, it's still going up slowly, but it's still the issue that, like I was thinking, if we opened the vault door, for example, and then let the
It's
water
open.
drain out through the gate
It
there,
didn't work.
as a way of also stopping. But of course, only so much water can fit through that.
Right,
Well,
right.
we opened it. It doesn't work.
So okay.
Yeah. So there's
Um,
lots of little things that could be looked into, and there's the. Yeah, so there's the overarching stuff about the war and the instability, but
And the
Yeah.
eye and all that, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, but it's that thing of I don't think anybody's in a position to walk the Logris or
Yeah,
to create
even
the
if we-
Logris.
Even if we went and found the eye, what then? It's basically. Because,
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I'm not.
I mean, maybe the guy with the goats might be able to tell us what to do. Because he kind of helped us last time. Whatever his name was, I don't remember. Did we even know his name? I don't even know his name.
No, I didn't have it. I just got guy with two goats whispering in his
Yeah.
ears in my notes.
Yeah, so maybe if we went there, he'll tell us something. I don't know. But yeah. I'm not too fond of the idea of losing my mind any further. Going to some spooky eye tower. I'm already unstable as it is.
So to walk the Logris, there's at least 2 shape-shifting abilities you need.
I don't even have one of them.
I've got both of them, and I'm so with them. But
So you've been really hitting that chaos shit pretty hard then.
Well, I wanted to get shape shifting to a point where I can change back to my original shape, so I don't look half like Obed.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
That's why I've been hitting shape shifting, not to walk the Logris, but to actually try and get my form back.
I wanted to run something by you both real quick. So I have the ability now to paint trumps from other trumps, as well as painting trumps on like walls and tables and shit. I was thinking of painting one in the cave in the village, so if anyone ends up being stuck there, they can just go up to the trump and leave without having to do any heroic helicopter bullshit. But I don't know if the village would be like, no, this isn't supposed to be here, and they just paint over it or something.
I could see that just because of the way the universe works at times.
Yes. What you could do is you could paint it somewhere where it's not normally, where it can't normally be seen. So
that's what I said, in a cave or something.
No. I don't mean that. I mean you make a painting that someone has hanging on their wall.
But where would it lead to?
Wherever we decide. But I mean, you just, as in you have a painting, so it looks like it's actually somebody's painting, say, hanging in number 2's residence. So he's got paintings on the wall already. So we replace one of the paintings with a giant trump that you've painted.
Oh, okay.
We do it something like that, or we paint it underneath a table. On the
back of a painting or something. Yeah,
on the back of exactly on the back of a painting. Yeah, that sort of stuff. That's what you do.
Yeah, that can work. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want anyone being in the same situation.
That's what I was thinking. So as opposed to painting it on a wall where people can see it, if you paint it somewhere a bit more discreet, in a location like that, then
that could work.
That's potentially less likely to be discovered.
Cool.
I mean, you could even paint it down where the pattern is on one of the walls there, since people don't tend to
I don't want to mess with anything in that room.
Fair enough. What you said about a mini Logris or a Logris or something, Doc? What were your thoughts further to that, or hadn't really explored it much?
Nah, that's okay. Nah, never mind. You had told me something that I did not know about the Logris, so it killed whatever my thought. It killed my thought, so it's no big deal.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you're thinking of some method. I mean, the other way around it is we grab one of the Doras, we take him to the village, and we bleed him over the pattern.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that.
Because there's this thing about the blood of amber wrecking it.
That might open up a whole new kind of worms.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Why don't we just move all the Doras to the village?
Because there's already people there, and they might get pulled into the hospital and experimented on.
Nah. Fair enough.
Darn! Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? That was supposed to be for my inner self.
Yes.
my apologies.
And let's get rid of siege weapons plus 20.
Oh, yeah, I need to draw. Oh, wow, okay. Alright, let me do this card stuff.
So did anything we've discussed grab your fancy?
Oh, there's a lot of things I would, like to run off and poke at with a stick, but like I said, you guys know more about what's going on.
Yeah,
basically, I'd rather you poke at me to figure out what may or may not jog loose, and then go from there.
Do either of you have the special date card?
No.
Just so I check.
Hold on. I got a bunch of cards here. Killing is wrong. Great. What is it? Discard all cards immediately if you have no points. Yeah, okay. Hold on. think I just lost my shit. Well, does anybody have a nope, first of all? Because if they don't, none of this is going to matter anyway.
I do not, sorry.
Nope.
Oh my god, that makes me so angry.
Wow, what did you have?
I also do not have a limited retrieve to snatch something as you discard it.
Yeah, me neither.
You have a limited retrieve?
No, I do not. I'm saying I do not have a limited retrieve to be able to grab something if there was something there that you wanted. As you discarded it. I suppose the only thing is put it on top, whatever it is, and...
Oh, wow, insight.
Ooh.
Insight, nice.
One of the new cards.
Yes.
Everybody rub your nipples and think about how good that card is.
So what's it actually say?
Gain 1 level up in the spell.
New spell. You possess the basics of the new spell begins at your current learn stat. Note that you cannot play this more than once per adventure.
There's another card called Major Insight. Look for that. It's different.
Alright, yeah, I don't know, I mean, since we have Doc here with us, and you're the only one who can explore Shadow. Wait, no. Even if we found another place, it might still be unbalanced. So that's not gonna work.
Might?
The doors. Oh, it will be unbalanced.
No, because the whole universe currently is topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
Yes. And as we've noticed, the situation with the refugees is currently stable, so it's not something that we necessarily need to do straight away.
So anyway, with the whole random thing, because remember how easily, just to reinforce that theory,
Yes.
we were able to, somehow I was able to go into the dungeons.
In the Courts of Chaos.
In the Courts of Chaos, break the chain, pull random out before anybody could see him. And now granted, luck was on my side. But that's a lot of luck. So clearly, I think that was like a plan. Like he was made for us to get him out, to put him back into Amber.
So let's say he's actually somebody from the Courts of Chaos. And there's nothing stopping someone from the Courts of Chaos walking the pattern. Potential. I don't know, actually. I suppose that's the question. Does somebody have to be descended from Dworkin to be able to walk the pattern? Because of, descended from the unicorn, I suppose, maybe even a better way of putting it. Does somebody have to be descended from the unicorn to walk the pattern? Or just by the very nature of, because Dworkin was the one who created it and he was the Courts of Chaos?
I guess it really, I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
But I know that you can be one of both.
Yes.
It used to work differently, but I don't know how it works now.
What if random is Ghost Wheel now? Or what if Ghost Wheel shapeshifted into random and is...
No, because random gave me the quest to make a Logris somewhere to balance the universe.
Yeah.
However, Ghost Wheel, my assumption is that that's what something Ghost Wheel would like, is to have a Logris inside it. Now that's got a pattern, it also has a Logris of its very own to balance things. So that would be something that Ghost Wheel would like.
Well, let's say hypothetically that we make the Logris. What do we do with the unicorn's eye after we make it?
Well, see, at the same time,
we make a pie.
No, at the same time, you got to realize that the unicorn horn, like the unicorn eye, that's the big daddy one.
Oh yeah.
If there's smaller Logrises, if there's smaller patterns, there's smaller Logrises.
Yes.
So we should start small if we're going to walk them.
Actually, everybody give me Shadow Lore roll.
I guess I should pull up my character sheet.
Yes. Do I have any cards that will give me a bonus? No.
I'm gonna play a skill table.
All right. That covers the insight.
Yeah. But no one has a limited retrieve anyway.
Correct.
Unless Doc was the one that got the limited retrieve, then it would be no good anyway because we would have to discard before we could use it.
Yes.
No.
Nope.
It's all up to Doc once again.
No, I
He's
failed
rolled.
already.
It was the first
you
one to
guys
roll.
suck. All right. So there you go. And that's the story of, well, it kind of makes you feel inside like,
I don't suppose you've got something like reverse dice or something and it's worth using it on, or not really?
I might.
Yes.
Would you like me to play the dun 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 thing?
No.
No.
And the other thing is, like, when the kid came and tore up the card, we think he was being mind controlled by Justice, but we're not sure. It could have been Ghost Wheel doing it. We don't know.
Assuming you want to let those rolls stand, nobody has any idea.
So the mannerism in which he spoke, etc., was that of Justice.
And you're saying Ghost Wheel can't mimic that?
No, I'm not saying that at all. We don't know what Ghost Wheel is capable of in regards to mimicry. Ghost Wheel may be restricted the same as the patterns in that it can only have shadows of.
So
can only have ghosts of those that have walked. It's pattern.
How is Ghost Wheel and Justice related? What's their relationship like?
Chris.
No idea.
Chris.
Hmm.
Are you gonna burn your reverse dice on that shadow lore?
No. I already said so.
Just checking. Okay.
Yes, as you say, whether or not there are. So, would they be flawed, or would they be okay?
Is the kid still around? Did you recognize the kid, McKay?
There's 1,000 people living here.
No. Okay.
Don't forget. Spread amongst the embassy, so there's probably 20, 30, 50 kids or something. So yes, whether or not there are shadows of the Logris and minor Logrises as such.
Well, there has to be Logrises around somewhere.
Well, we have seen other items which are powerful artifacts that are casting their own shadows, like the two-handed sword to kill Zog. We believe that was a shadow of a pattern sword. So there's nothing to say that the Logris couldn't have its own shadows as well.
There's something up with minor versus major, etc. And it's grating at you like a splinter in your mind. Driving
in our mind's eye?
No, just in your mind. Maybe in Freddy's mind's eye, maybe in his eye.
I also received a similar pin to the one you received, Doc. There were these two humans who came looking for me and gave XO23 a pin, which is a tracking device similar to the one that was given to you. And they were asking a whole bunch of questions about me. Like where I am, what are my likes, what are my hobbies, etc., etc. But I couldn't get anything else out of XO23.
Weird.
You still have the dude in your head and your eyeballs?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're having a smoke at the moment.
Oddly enough, I haven't heard them in a while ever since I pieced together what I had to do, but could be a coincidence.
Well,
Listen.
there is smoke coming out of your ear at the moment, so they're having a smoke or someone set something on fire in your head.
I see.
Give me a sandy roll, Freddy.
Why?
Why is there smoke coming out of your ear? I don't know. As I said,
Freddy.
maybe the person inside your head is smoking.
Can one of you have a look inside my ear? One point towards what, Logan?
Do you have any instrument stock that will assist?
I pulled out the mic. Go break now.
Oh, no.
No, I don't.
I go to a mirror and I look.
I'll get my jeweler's loupe out and I'll have a look.
Okay.
There is smoke coming out of your ear. You don't. Unfortunately, the jeweler's loop really doesn't help with getting a good view inside of his head.
No. I'll get my torch and shine it there as well.
No problem. It doesn't really help. You need specialized tools, and even then, it doesn't.
Can I do shadow puppetry from the light coming out the other side?
Mm-hmm. You feel like Freddy may be a shadow puppet at times. I think he's just looking in the mirror and looking unhappy as he sees smoke coming out one ear. Everybody, give me a smell roll.
I'm playing training time before any more cards come in and make me lose it. Yes, I know it's tobacco smoke, pipe smoke.
Cool. So there you go.
I did make my smell roll, but that's been my assumption. Hence why I said somebody smoking inside there.
Okay. Eventually it stops. Freddy doesn't seem any happier for some reason.
I just shake my head like a dog, trying to get something out of his head. Stop smoking in my head.
Anyway.
Exactly.
You guys ignore Freddy's issues and head back over to the chairs. Sit down again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
there is also the grandfather clock that we didn't mention. Still missing. Don't know where that is. Well,
but you did see some interesting shit of it in the thing.
Yeah, that the Kingdom of Zamorak share the same era of clothing as the.
No, not that. I mean, in Burlington, you did see some interesting.
Oh yeah. The writing on the wall and stuff.
No, not that. The other interesting thing. They've already forgotten the interesting thing that they saw in Burlington.
Well, I didn't see it, so it's hard for me to forget it.
Exactly.
Oh, the newspaper article, that thing. Yeah.
No, not that. The other interesting thing.
You're fucking with me right now.
No, not even a little bit.
The fuck? Yeah, the fact that the clock isn't. It's like ghosty and misty and shit.
There you go.
Yeah, I know that.
Mm-hmm. Who's playing with my fumble deck?
Me. Sorry.
Stop playing with my
I was curious
fumble
about how when I put my mouse over it, there was a pop-up, and I was wondering what would happen.
Oh.
When I lift my mouse up, like the word fumble deck appeared, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. It appears to have changed to a finger. What happens if I click on it?
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
And it caused the card to pop out.
Yes, there is also a new mysterious deck with a new
Yes,
strange sign.
Yes, I did notice that.
Yes, Freddie's been doing his best to ignore it, but it's
I
still.
don't know what you're talking about.
See? All kinds of shit going on. The sad thing is, it all makes sense.
To somebody.
Right.
Okay. So if people don't really care what we do, we can always just do that mod. If people don't have a particular driving urge to, unless you wanted to do a big shadow walk towards Courts of Chaos and see if we can find some minor thingamajiggers.
I still think it would be amusing to drop them off on Avalon, but that's just me.
We'd need to find Avalon first to be able to do that. But,
hey, you only have the infinite Infreniverse to look through. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we do have some stuff that needs to be sorted, like, we could go to MMO land and try and find the water mage and talk to him, question mark. Doc doesn't seem to be too keen on using his child. I can understand that.
Fucking water mage. We need to find a very large desert man to take out that water mage.
Oh, you mean
That's
like a
the
fire
prophecy.
starter? You mean like a fire starter?
No, just a
fire starter?
large man from the desert that's very angry. Very large man. Huge.
Well, there's the hill giant. The jolly green giant. But he's not really a desert giant.
No, I mean like a guy from the desert.
I see.
Riding a horse with no name.
Oh.
because you don't need in the desert. Because there ain't no one there.
I'm sure that water mage has done evil deeds like this to other people in the past. So maybe if we find his enemy,
well,
they will be our ally.
Oh, the people left behind in MMO land are probably not particularly happy with him either.
Or they might.
Well, if the rift is stopped, it stops the water from going down into the lake, which was their water source. So that lake has been getting lower and lower and lower.
Thing is, what if they're allied with them and
because that was the main thing keeping the water in the lake. And
what if he found them a different water source? I'm gonna.
So, we're gonna go do this thing, or do you guys have everything? What's up?
Sure.
Okay.
Great. Cut 2. Chris, you've been to Vorax before, yes?
Who?
Sleestack Land.
Yeah.
Cool.
Modern day Sleestack Land as opposed to Land of the Lost Sleestack Land.
No.
Cool. You get 2 new tarot cards.
I hand them right over to. There you go.
There they are.
What are they? Oh, you posted it in the thing you have here. Scroll. No, they're not appearing.
Now, McKay, give me.
What are they? Sorry. Sorry. You put them on the. Now you.
Yes, but you can give me an evidence analysis roll also if you wish.
Yeah. Just me or everyone?
You're the main person who deals with this.
All right.
This is
Everybody else.
worrying me.
Yes.
Yes.
The thing about it is that they're no longer coming like in a certain order. Hence, getting complete decks could be now very difficult. You might get a whole bunch of something seems broken. It could be, yeah, could be the imbalance of the universe. You're just not sure.
Damn universe. You wish it would just stay saved for 5 damn minutes.
I know, so we could just have a relax and maybe go on a holiday, do our own thing.
Exactly. But you guys are in Vorax. How much money does Freddy owe still?
A lot.
Over 1,000?
Several thousand.
Oh yeah, that's right. You burned down the hotel. Okay.
I didn't burn it down.
So Henry Young, does everybody have their PIIDs and driver's licenses and IDs?
It was getting prepared for me.
He passes them out to you if you don't already have them.
I pass over my receipts from the previous mission.
He's happy to reimburse your receipts.
Thank you. I'm glad we got the full insurance on that rental. Freddie.
Freddie's still paying off various debts and whatnot, like burning down one of my properties.
Only one. He's burnt down.
I didn't burn it down.
He's burnt down a couple of mine.
I didn't burn. Okay, I burnt down one of yours.
And you caused fire damage to the other one.
It was very minor. I could have fixed it.
Yes.
Well, this next mission is very, very dangerous. So, Freddie, if at any time you need to commit suicide, we have a small suicide kit for you here. You put the hammer on the desk. Now, for you, he hands McKay $200. This should work for expenses and whatnot.
Thank you.
Here's some car keys. I'm not sure who's driving. He glares at Freddie.
Doc, can you drive? You can drive a normal car, okay? Can't you? I can't recall. Actually, that reminds me a meta question.
Or you take Freddie's 14.
Flying car, do you have that under drive or pilot?
Pilot.
Mine's under drive, but okay.
That's what I thought. No. I'm pretty sure it was under drive because that's what I thought Logan had originally said it should go.
I asked him and he said pilot.
Yeah, and then I stated when Logan was creating a character, I'm pretty sure it's actually under drive, not pilot.
So as a driver pilot?
Drive, because that's what Logan said originally.
Logan does know.
Okay.
Makes a big difference in regards to if you're trying to start out with it.
I've had a lot of practice driving, so I'm actually pretty damn good at it now.
You drive like an old woman. You guys need to get there quicker.
No, I can drive normally now.
All right. He takes back those car keys and gives Freddie keys that are on a wooden dowel, like what you get at a gas station when you want to go to the restroom and they don't want you to steal their keys.
I didn't say I was going to let Freddie drive.
I'm just saying I can.
14 on it. Yeah, you may as well take his car.
All right.
That way he'll be responsible for it.
Why'd I open my mouth?
765, so 960.
Plus, he really seems to like his car. They're sending you to small college town to meet up with Professor Abner Adams and Molly McIntyre.
Sorry, was that Molly McIntyre?
That's right. They'll brief you. Good luck.
And where is this town that we're going to?
He gives you easy directions to get there. You should be able to get successfully to the mission.
And what is the name of this small college town?
I call it Small College Town.
Okay.
You won't be there long, I'm sure.
And you got no idea what it is that we're going there for? You just know
Missing
that...
person.
Okay. That helps.
Don't let Freddy drive slow. It'll take you too long to get there.
And do we have contact details or address or something for these two individuals?
You've got a place and time you'll meet them at, but you'll have to drive at least at normal speed to get there on time.
That's fine. Doc can drive if you don't want me to drive.
Good luck.
We're all counting on you.
Great. Alright, now get in the car.
You
So
guys
what
go out
was
in your car. It's in the
Sorry.
parking lot. There's a lot of expensive looking cars parked around it.
What was the IDs that we get given?
Regular ID, driver's license, PIID, concealed weapon permit.
All right. Thank you.
Freddie. Oh, you guys head over to number 14. It looks like one of those cars that's been in the demolition derby and lost a few times. It looks like all the sides and top and stuff have been hammered out. There's no windshield. There's a net. The doors don't open. You have to crawl through the windows. There's no glass in any of the windows. This is Freddie's car.
Didn't this car get compacted?
That was 13.
Well, that was 13, was it? All right.
I gently stroke the top of the car as I get in.
Who wants to sit up front with Freddie?
Sure.
Okay. 5-point harness seatbelt. You want to wear it or no?
Yes.
I put my seatbelt on as well.
Okay. Holmes, you're in the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
There's no seatbelts back here.
Nice. Does anybody mind if I smoke?
Do it out the window.
I just imagined you starting to smoke. I'm sorry.
Well, stranger should mention that. That's my avatar form.
Freddie, give me a driving roll. No bonuses to make it on time.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun. He begins reversing. Oh, wow. He does a...
Wow, you really have been working on it. That's a lot better than the last time I saw you drive.
He has learned to drive. You guys are so proud. He gets you there in plenty of time. You guys are meeting at a like one of those greasy spoon restaurants and whatnot out in the middle of a small college town. You're met there by now you're gonna have to imagine all these people with slee stack horns. I apologize, I wasn't able to find a lot of good slee stack pictures with stuff, but you meet up with these two people.